Hello, Mr. Ackert. My name is Okey-Nwamara. I work with the Department of Social Services, and I understand that you're a senior that's having difficulty in classes. But before we get into that, I want to tell you that I want to tell you about a confidentiality policy. Whatever we talk about here stays between me and you. Your parents won't know about it. Your brother, your sister won't know about it, unless somebody's life was in danger and you were at risk of getting hurt. Now, what brings you in here today?
Well, I've been having problems at home. My mom and dad have been talking about divorcing each other. It's been affecting me psychologically, and I really don't know who to talk to. That's why I came here.
How long? How long have your mom and dad been arguing?
For the past year or so, on and off. One minute they're good, they pass up their relationship, they'll make up. The next minute they're arguing.
Do you said it affected you psychologically. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
It's just, it's not a happy home. Them arguing every other night about the same thing, threatening to divorce each other. I mean, you're supposed to see your parents happy together, and it hurts me to see them go through this.
I'm sure. So pretty much you're telling me that you feel like you're trapped.
Yes.
You feel like you're trapped at home, and you have nobody to return to.
I have nobody that can relate to this.
Do you have any friends or anybody that you talk to that can have been through the same thing?
Somewhat similar situations, but I don't feel comfortable telling them.
Is there a reason why, or you just or
I don't want to appear weak.
have you ever reached out to anybody in any of your counselors at school
No,
or anybody?
I just kept it inside.
And have your teachers asked and try to help you?
Yeah, they've asked questions, but like I said, it's just never felt comfortable telling them that up until this point.
Is there any reason why, or just
I just don't want to burden anybody else with my problems.
so you feel like an issue shouldn't be put on anybody else?
Yeah, I feel like my problems aren't the problems of everybody else. So I feel like I can just deal with it my own way.
What ways have you been trying to cope with it?
I've been trying to stay active. I started lifting weights.
So I see you're making short-term goals for yourself. You're trying to stay active to cope with it.
To cope with the pain.
And how your parents handling it? Have you talked to any of your parents?
They kind of just, I really haven't. I need to talk to them about it. This is really, I don't know what to say to them.
Because you don't want one of them to feel like you're against the other.
Yeah. I don't want to split them or divide them any more than they already are.
I remember earlier when I asked you, you said your parents argue about the same thing. What is if you don't mind me asking, what is the one thing that they always argue about?
Money.
Money.
My dad's a big spender.
A big spender. How?
He likes to, you know what they say, drink wine on a Kool-Aid salary. And they're in debt because of it.
So your dad drinks heavily,
Yes, he drinks.
and I'm sure your mom wasn't happy with that.
Yeah, she's not.
Are you happy with it yourself, or?
No. I feel like he's setting a bad example for me.
Have you ever talked to your dad about it, or told him that you didn't like it that he drinks so much?
Yeah, I told him, you need to put the bottle down because it's affecting you. You come home, you're angry. You're yelling and screaming and cussing at mom. It's just, this isn't healthy. Then he starts yelling at me.
So you feel like there's really nothing you can do in the situation you are. You feel like
I feel like there's somebody else needs to intervene. I feel like he needs to go to rehab.
So you think your dad is the problem?
Yes.
Or, so are you thinking we need to get somebody to sit down and talk with your dad? Maybe get a program?
Yes. I think that would be beneficial and helpful.
And is there any and how's your mom handling it?
I mean, she's dealing with the best I could. I mean, she could have left a long time ago, but she's still with him. She still loves him, and she talks to him about the alcoholism. But I mean, he doesn't listen.
And you said your mom is in the process of getting a divorce.
And she's been vacant about off and on for the last 5 years.
And your parents have been fighting for a long time.
Yes.
And how's it been affecting your brothers and sisters, your siblings?
I mean, like I said, I think it's setting a bad example for them because they're crying while they're arguing. And I mean, I really don't know what to do, what to tell them.
So do you think they might need somebody to come and talk to them, maybe find a way to help them cope with it?
Yeah, they may need some counseling, some therapy.
Are there any long-term goals you have in the future for the future?
Well, first, I guess this is a short-term goal. Short-term and long-term. I want to graduate from high school first.
You want to graduate from high school?
And then hopefully go to college.
Because I've been hearing that your grades have been slipping this year. Can you tell me more about that?
Like I said earlier, it's just, I feel like the in-home drama has been affecting me psychologically, and I haven't felt motivated to really do what I need to do to get my grades where they need to be because I'm focusing more on that.
So you think tutoring would help you, or getting somebody to help you with classes
Yeah.
would help you more?
Yeah.
I see you're making some long-term goals by yourself for, sending the president to graduate and trying to, go to college. And is there any college in mind you want to go to that you like the most?
I think Carolina.
Carolina? You want to be a Tar Heel?
Yes, sir. It's a good school. Hopefully if I set like a study plan and, stick to that and start studying and applying myself more instead of focusing on the negativity around me, maybe I can get a scholarship to go there. And I can give a scholarship.
And what has your mother told you about your grades? What has she been thinking about it?
She's been telling me pretty much what I just said, that I need to not focus on what is going on between them two. Don't let that hinder me.
She wants you
Let
to
it motivate me to do better.
She just wants you to focus on yourself.
Yes.
Try to get good grades and graduate.
Mm-hmm. She told me their burdens shouldn't be mine. This is something that they should work out between the two of them.
So would you be interested in getting some kind of support group or anything, so that way you can talk to people that are going through the same thing you do?
Yes, sir. I think that would help me.
You'd be interested in doing it?
Yes, sir.
Because I see, talking to you, I see that you're a young man who's been in a bad situation, but you set some short-term goals, and you're trying to get into a bad situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I see and we're willing to help. I would recommend going to a support group and trying to talk to people who are going through the situation you are, talking to a counselor, or trying to get some tutoring just to help you out. And if you don't want to, if you go to any of them and you decide the first day that you don't like it, you can leave. You don't have to stay. But I'll just recommend to help you cope with this and help you try to come out better at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
I also recommend just keep talking to your mother, keep seeing how she feels, because if your mom feels good, I'm sure that'll reduce stress from you. And we'll try to get some help for your dad. So we'll try to get some help for your dad and your mom to make sure that they're all right and that your siblings are okay if they're willing to do that.
All right.
If y'all want to have a family counseling, we can do that.
I think that would be beneficial as well. Sit down and just air out.
We'll talk with your brothers and sisters, and we'll talk with you separately and your mom separately, and try to get some help for your dad. Even though your parents are divorced, they can still be cordial so that you can live a happy life and be stress free.
Yes.
So, yeah, I would recommend that we make another session to check up on you, and it's good talking to you, sir.
Good talking to you as well. Thank you.
All right.